The mop slid across the gleaming tiles of Franklin Elementary, its soft swish echoing in the silent hallway. Marcus Reed bent over the handle, his broad shoulders rising and falling with each motion. His uniform, a simple navy jumpsuit, was streaked with faint water stains, and the scent of lemon cleaner clung to him. To most, he was just the night janitor, the man who appeared after hours when the classrooms emptied and the chatter of children faded. But to his 7-year-old daughter Lily, Marcus was everything: a father, mother, protector, and provider. Marcus had never planned to become a janitor. 10 years earlier, he had been an apprentice electrician, dreaming of opening his own business someday. But life had twisted sharply when his wife, Angela, fell ill. Cancer came like a thief in the night, stealing her strength, her laughter, and eventually her life. Marcus was left holding a 2-year-old girl who needed bedtime stories, scraped knee kisses, and someone to remind her she was safe in a world that suddenly felt dangerous. He left his training, traded long-term dreams for a steady paycheck, and accepted a janitorial job that offered health insurance and flexible hours. It wasn't glamorous, but it was survival. Every night, as he buffed the floors to a shine, Marcus reminded himself why he worked so hard. The shine was never about the tiles. It was about Lily. She was the bright spot in his world, with her messy brown curls and curious eyes that never stopped asking questions. When she giggled, Marcus felt whole again. When she hugged him tight before bed, he forgot about the calluses on his hands and the aching in his back. It wasn't easy raising her alone. There were nights when bills piled higher than his courage, days when exhaustion nearly broke him, and moments when he wondered if Lily would one day resent him for not giving her the life she deserved. But Lily, with a child's unshakable faith, saw her father not as a janitor but as a hero. "Daddy," she said one night as he tucked her into bed, "you make the school shiny so the kids feel happy. That means you're making the world better." Marcus chuckled, smoothing her hair back from her forehead. "I don't know about the whole world, kiddo. Maybe just a hallway or two." But her words stuck. Maybe kindness didn't have to be world-sized. Maybe it just had to be hallway-sized, classroom-sized, child-sized. And maybe that was enough. The world outside rarely saw Marcus for who he truly was. Teachers greeted him politely, but rarely stopped to ask about his day. Parents passed him in the parking lot, often assuming he had little to contribute beyond a mop and a bucket. Yet sometimes, small moments revealed the truth. When a shy boy dropped his lunch tray in the cafeteria, it was Marcus who knelt down and whispered, "Happens to all of us, buddy," before helping him clean up. When a teacher forgot her umbrella on a rainy night, it was Marcus who handed her his own, saying, "I'm here till morning anyway." These quiet acts never made headlines, but they echoed in the lives of those who noticed. Still, Marcus's kindness didn't shield him from struggle. The car he drove rattled like an old tin can, the rent check was always written with a prayer, and Lily's shoes seemed to shrink overnight as she grew. He often skipped meals to make sure she ate, a fact she was too young to see but would one day understand. Life carried on like these, a hard but filled with small, shining moments until the day everything began to change. It started with Lily's drawing. She had always loved to sketch, her notebooks filled with rainbows, stick figures, and big suns with smiling faces. But one afternoon, her teacher, Miss Jensen, noticed a new picture taped proudly to the front of Lily's desk. It showed a man in a navy jumpsuit, standing in a hallway that sparkled like diamonds. Beside him was a little girl holding his hand. At the top, in big block letters, she had written, My dad makes the world shine." Miss Jensen's eyes filled with tears. She snapped a photo of the drawing and later posted it on social media with the caption, "Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they carry mops." What happened next was something Marcus could never have imagined. The post went viral overnight. Strangers from across the country shared it, praising the love between father and daughter, admiring the dignity of a man who gave his all despite his circumstances. News outlets picked it up, turning Marcus into an accidental symbol of everyday heroism. By morning, reporters were calling the school. By afternoon, Marcus's name was trending online. Marcus didn't own a smartphone. When Miss Jensen approached him in the hallway, showing him the thousands of likes and comments, he simply blinked in disbelief. "I'm just doing my job," he muttered, shaking his head. But the world thought otherwise.